What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Edgar TV 11. Welcome to this brand new series, the Notts County Career Mode. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, guys, in terms of a Road to Glory Career Mode where we get to the EPL and, just dominate, eventually become one of the greatest teams ever. But, I've done this in the past, but never on YouTube, so it's something I'm super excited to bring to you guys. So, thumbs up, show some support, guys. I definitely had a few teams that I was looking at, but in the end, I decided to go with Notts County. Something about him has really attracted me. But the next part, we are going to look at the home stadium, guys. It's called the Meadow Lane Stadium. I hope EA doesn't play around and, you actually get to see the name of it when it comes up. It looks like a pretty nice stadium. Also, guys, we are going to use this Scout a Future star trait, and we're also going to use the financial takeover. So the way that's going to work is I'm going to use the money to max out my scouts in terms of youth scouts and as well as transfer scouts, and once I've gotten them to a really high level, I'm going to just overpay for one player and balance out the books. So now we get on to the the preseason tournaments, and I really didn't care. I just wanted guys to play, and it really wasn't much of a bother for me. Also, we got through the intro emails and just all that stuff that you start off with in the beginning of a career mode. Next, we started looking at the squads, and I felt like there was a heavy imbalance here, guys. I felt like, why are there too many strikers? There's not enough quality cams. The wingers were very limited. So, I was just throwing out the garbage, and I just thought that it was just heavily unbalanced, and I thought that I could really work with this team, although we needed to trim in certain areas. And initially, I felt that going with two strikers up top would be the best option, and when I saw Campbell was in there, Adam Campbell, I was pretty pumped because I know he's a pacey little customer, and I'm actually surprised that he's made the permanent move to Notts, but that's obviously going to work in our favour. Once we got the money, guys, as you can see there, we've got 44 million sterling or pounds to play with. It was time to go over and buy the scouts, and as you can see, they're pretty decent scouts. Now that we do have them available, let's send them off. We are going to keep them local, guys, so I'm only going to be looking to bring in players from Ireland, from England, and from the UK. I just want to keep a UK identity within the team. Obviously, we are going to have some foreign players here and there, but for the most part, guys, I reckon we can make a really good English team, and maybe even one day become the English manager and manage some of these guys. That would be absolutely freaking awesome. Like I said before, guys, we were going to use that Scout a Future Star. The guy that we get out of this is going to be our symbol for the club. Maybe one day be a captain, but definitely be an absolute star of the club. I might be doing this once a season. Use that Scout a Future Star and just keep bringing in gems. But as you can see now, we're getting onto the games. I really didn't want to play them, guys. I just felt there was absolutely no need. Although, in hindsight, it probably would have been a good idea just to see what the squad was handling like. So we won our first game 2-1. I do believe we're in Belgium. We're playing Belgian teams. And the second game would finish 2-2. So, a draw and a win is usually enough to get you through. So, for the most part, I felt we're doing quite good. And as you can see here, we're just cleaning out a bit, guys. A lot of these guys have just recently been signed, so it was quite difficult to offload them. So some of these guys I'm going to need to learn and maybe look to sell them off next season. Onto this game here, we played Shrewsbury, or as Eden Hazard says, Strawberry, and we got the 2-0 win. Onto the next game, another Belgian team. They've got one of the coolest logos I've ever seen. I think Spencer was using it at one stage in the Wheel of Fortune. Don't quote me on that, but I'm quite sure he was using it at some stage. Really cool badge. The next part, I thought, guys, we needed a solid left back, a prospect, and I found Matt Targett from Southampton. So initially I thought a 1-year deal would be cool, but if we can get him for 2 years, why not? As you can see, I just backtracked a little bit. I felt we definitely needed something, and luckily they do accept. So Matt Targett, welcome aboard the first signing, I guess you could say. And a player that I was really interested in signing was actually Mason Bennett. He just looks real cool. I mean, he looks like J. Cole, don't you reckon? Yeah, I don't know, man. Just something about him reminds me about J. Cole. So back to the action, guys. We're playing another game. I believe this is the semi-finals. We got 1-0 up from McLeod, who actually seems to be my best striker at the moment in terms of overall. And I've just used him in a bit of training and all that, and he looks to be pretty solid. despite being a bit of an old timer, a bit of a solid man. As you can see, it's 1-1 here. Actually, I think this might have been the final. Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure it was the final, guys. And as you can see, we got knocked out 4-5 on penalties. It finished 1-1. And this was a big trippy moment. Guys, please tell me you remember Alan Smith. We signed him from Leeds United to Manchester. And he was just Mr. Can do it all. I mean, he played on the wing. He played in centre mid. He played as a striker. And, he's saying he might be retiring, thinking about it. And man, when it just clicked in my head, I was just like, what the hell? It's actually Alan Smith. And as you can see, we're having a bit of difficulty with Mason Bennett, so hopefully juicing that offer up will help us a bit. But as you can see here, guys, we have found our new gem. His name is Loris Silla. He's a left winger from France, and he is going to be, just everything to us. I mean, he should be starting the vast majority of the games. We're going to train him to be a star. And like I said, man, I want this guy to one day lead the team and have that captain's armband, although he will need to work for it. Also, we just got a couple of side deals going on. As you can see, I'm sending a man out on loan. And we had a bit of luck with Mason Bennett. The transfer offer was accepted, so some wonderful news there. And it was just really a matter about getting that contract right. I don't think he's really going to be too fussy about it. So, yeah, things were looking up for me at the time. We get our first scout report back, and I just thought to myself, if we can get him about, 85 and up, I'm pretty happy with that kind of caliber of player. I mean, if we can get about 3 or 4 players, a season, or 3 players a season, get him out on loan, get him experience, eventually, man, we are going to have quite a team. So, like I said, man, this has great potential, but whether we fulfill it is another thing. Just really hope that I can get a couple of solid players out of here, because you do, man. You really can find some gems. And, by the time we get to the Premier League, I hope that these guys are about 22, 21, and can start making a bit of an impact. But as you can see here, we're just wrapping up the signing of Mason Bennett. Hopefully, he'll be one for the future. Now, guys, like I said, we have to even out the budget. I felt like the centre-back position was something we really needed to work on. So, like you see here, I'm overpaying for Paddy McNair just to balance those books out. I think Manchester would be quite delighted with that offer. And it was accepted, which is very good news. So, it was just a matter of signing that contract and getting the deal done. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up the first episode. I had to compact this real tight just to make sure that, I got everything out. And right now, I'm just playing around with the formation. I am going to start with a wide diamond formation, and hopefully that will do the job. If not, we'll have to explore other avenues. But like I said, man, just get pumped for this, guys. I'm really excited where this can go, the direction it can take, and the potential that this series has. But anyways, guys, please let me know what you're thinking about the series in the comments box. Let me know, share your feelings. Hit that like button if you're pumped. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Also, guys, episode 2 will be dropping in an hour, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm your man, Edgar TV 11. Take care.